Good evening. Welcome to Carol's Books and Storytime. I want to tell you a short story this evening, and it's about a rich man who advertised for a chauffeur. He needed a man who he could trust, and he wanted someone who knew how to keep the car in good running order. He wanted a good driver, one who would not drive too fast, one who obeyed all the traffic rules, and one who drove so carefully that his passengers were perfectly safe. Many young men applied for the position and were interviewed, and finally 3 applicants were chosen for the final interview. As they sat in the waiting room in front of the man's office, they wondered what he would ask them this time. They had already taken many tests and had demonstrated their knowledge of the car and their driving ability. What would they be asked to do now to determine who got the job? The first applicant was called into the man's office. The man told him that he'd successfully passed all the tests, and now he wanted to ask him one more question. Suppose, he said, you were driving in the mountains and the road followed a high precipice. How close would you dare to drive to the edge of the precipice without being afraid of sliding over the edge? "Oh," replied the applicant, "my nerves are good and my hands are so steady I could drive right at the edge of the road without being in danger of going over the edge." "Thank you," said the man. "I'll let you know who gets the job as soon as I've finished interviewing the other men." The second applicant entered and he was asked exactly the same question. "I'm used to driving in the mountains," he replied. "I'm not at all afraid of mountain roads, and I could drive so close to the edge of the road that you could sit in the back of the car and look straight down the precipice. You'd be just as safe as if you were sitting in your easy chair in your living room." "Your nerves are very good," answered the man. "I need someone with good steady nerves who can handle a car well. I'll let you know who gets the job as soon as the interviews are over." The third applicant was asked the same question. He answered, "I have driven on mountain roads all my life, and I know that they are very dangerous. Sir, I would stay as far from the edge of the road as I possibly could. That is the only way I could be sure that you would be safe riding with me." Of course, the third applicant got the job. His answer should be our philosophy when meeting temptations. Instead of seeing how close we can come to sin, we should see how far away we can stay. It's only in this way that we can be sure to resist enticements.